Well, good day, everybody. It is, in fact, Dune time, and we're here for some more ranked Dune Imperium Digital. Thank you so much for joining me on Twitch and YouTube, or Twitch and or YouTube. Presumably, you, the individual, are not watching on both at the same time, although theoretically you could. I don't know. It might be twice as good. If you think about it, mathematically, it should be twice as good that way. So I've never thought about it, but now that I think about it, I don't think you can argue with that logic. Well, we are into this ranked match, and I'm player 4, so I have first pick Paul, Ilban, Baron, Ariana, Romber, and Armand. Let's take a look at the cards. G Manipulation, Fanakin Death Commando, Thufir Hawat, Bounty Hunter Stilgar, and then Stitched Horror and Contaminator. Both very nice cards down here. The techs are Holtzman Engine, Troop Transports, and Artillery. There's a couple of decent Armand picks, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for Armand. Romber isn't thrilling me. You know what? Let's go with an Ilban here. I just feel like doing it, okay? So that's what's going to happen. Ilban first pick, Baron second pick. We'll see. I came very close to picking Paul, to be quite honest with you. I do like Paul. Sometimes when there's a Stitched Horror there, I pick Paul and I try to get that Still Suits Research Station play. If you get the right draw with your experimentations, you can get around one Stitched Horror. And then as a side effect, you know, maybe pick up a Thufir or a Stilgar. It would have been fun. It would have been thematic as well. A part of me is already feeling ashamed that I didn't go for it, and I was seduced by the raw power of Count Ilban Richeis. Gooser 3000. You got the notification and you're here. All right, I've got Seek Allies, Dagger, Experimentation. I could... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, Armand grabbed that G Manipulation right off the bat. And there's a Chom Delegate there now. I'm player 4, which means I will be last to reveal, even if I don't Mentat, and I might Mentat. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to be last to reveal, so this guy is definitely not going to be around. Maybe one of these two will be. Baron decides to Hardy Warriors right off the bat, going for this early freighter. Gets the guild influence, gets the Freeman influence. And Fold Space is still open, which is a little weird. I was thinking about doing Wealth Mentat. But with Fold Space being there, I mean, Fold Space, it's going to be hard. Baron is definitely going to beat me to it. So there's not a ton of point to it, but... The issue is I might not end up with a place to send the experimentation. I don't care. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to let somebody get a second agent Fold Space round 1 here. I'm just going to do it. I don't mind. Look, I may not unlock shipping anytime soon, and even if I do, Baron's going to be ahead of me 3/4 of the game. But I still don't mind just having the Fold Space card itself and getting that sort of free influence in a way. It's an influence that's going to pay itself back. It's a Seek Allies that regenerates into an even better version of itself. You know what I mean? Hey, Manuel the Dev, good to see you. Now, unfortunately, tech negotiation is gone. I would have been sort of tempted to do it to try to get to 5 persuasion. That's not going to be a thing, so it's probably going to have to be experimentation to Haga Basin. Alternatively, I could go Arakeen, hope to get the convincing argument to get to 5. 1 in 5 chance of that. Not exactly a thrilling maneuver. I could also go completely insane and just early reveal to take the Chom Delegate. You know, I could talk myself into it. Because That would get around the fact that I'm behind Baron on shipping. It gets me Solari. I could talk myself into it. There's also a memo quarters there. You know, I think I'm probably just I'm gonna play the experimentation, I think. And also get in here for some Solari that way. That just seems much wiser. Get the research done at the same time. Let's not forget about that. Couple of Solari here, a couple of Spice here, 3 Persuasion. Might take a Death Commando if it's there, just for fun, but we'll see. There's going to be some change-ups here. There might even be an Atomic Explosion, which is obviously a very dramatic event, which we treat very lightly in this game. Slavko Matt, you want me to do the early reveal? I mean, a couple of good cards, what? This is certainly a good card, but after that, this is not that great. This is not that great. I mean, I would get this. It is true. The Contaminator, I could have talked myself into it for sure with the Contaminator. I wasn't really even taking it into account, but I should have. But anyway, I think I'm okay with the move I decided to make. And this guy is still here, but Baron's... Okay, he's not there anymore. Now there's a face dancer. Now there's one of these. Oh, and there's a nuke to prevent Baron from getting his filthy paws on that. But there are a couple of good 3s for me. A couple of good options, actually. Let's see what Baron decides to take. Romber loads up again with the assassination mission. Replacement eyes now here. So the new Imperium row looks like this. Baron has 4. I assume he's taking Guild Ambassador. And he certainly is. Now I've got all kinds of options for my 3 Persuasion. Nothing I can do with my 1 Specimen, unfortunately. I mean, this is a really good card on Ilbon, because you send that to Mentat and you draw 3. But this is also nice. It's also really nice to get some more faction power into the deck. And so I am going to take this. Oh, I'm very tempted by that Initiate, but I'm going to go with the graft card as well. It's nice to have a little bit of graft. And this is less of a priority usually for most players, so I might even be able to pick that up maybe next round. We'll see what happens. But, you know, that's a good target for him on Signet Ring as well. He'd probably take it. Probably take it over that. So here's my hand coming up. Okay, so Romber and Baron going hard on this. Romber trying to... Oh, never mind. Romber retreating troops with the Master Tactician. I thought he was going to take it to Baron. But I guess we could have tied him. And this way he still gets second place. So pretty decent value there for Romber. I'm going to get 2 Solari as mentioned. Which is, you know, it's 2. Romber goes for the early Dreadnought. Baron probably going to fold space, I would think. No, he goes to tech negotiation, but that gets him the guild influence that he needs. And he gets the memo quarters. That was a masterful play from Baron and really frustrating for me because I was very tempted to grab that memo quarters for myself. Baron now well on his way to the guild alliance, which means he can start printing victory points with this ambassador. Not good. Not good. The new tech here, detonation devices, troop transports, and the Holtzman engine. I mean, do I try to snag this potentially? All right, well, I'm going to do this first. I might go for a Mentat. I might. The more Mentats, the merrier, typically with Ilbon. I haven't done it yet. It's only round 2, but sometimes you get started with a round 1 you know, Wealth Mentat, and you just keep hitting the Mentat. You cycle through your deck, you put in good cards. And it's a fun way to play, and it's not what I've been doing so far. But I think I will do it here if I get the chance, because I can play the Ring to get a Solari back from it. Then I can still play the Diplomacy somewhere, hopefully, after that. We'll see what is available here. Robert getting his Dreadnought in. Baron hits the shipping track. I now have 4. Baron's ready for the Swordmaster immediately next round, no matter what I do. So I am going to go for the Mentat here. I could even Selective Breeding next, and... No, there's no way I can get this. Because Selective Breeding takes me down to 5. The best I could do is get back up to 7 there. Hey, Dylan. Yes, this is game 1. Simply Steven. Yes, someone did say Dune time. A lot of people have been saying Dune time. So I've got an interesting decision to make here about whether to play the Diplomacy or the Experimentation. Oh, please, no, don't give that to Baron right now. Oh, God. Just what we needed. Just what we needed. This is looking very good for Baron. And there's a nuke. Okay. Unfortunately, Armand still has a reveal, so he probably is getting this. So he has 1 dagger in hand, 1 convincing argument. Maybe? No, I don't think he has 4. I could trash if I play the Experimentation, or I can just go to Secrets or Wealth. Both very tempting. I think I am going to go Wealth, though. From the Tanks is a card I really like on Ilbon. Yep, only has 3. Now, he's going to be pretty happy to pick this up for 3. But he's going to be sad he doesn't have 4. Does he blow it up? No. Okay. Okay, so we get Web of Power, which I think I'm going to take over the Keys to Power. This is a very good card, but free influence, I'm going to take that. And I'm going to take this from the Tanks. I think, although if I save up, I don't necessarily have an Experimentation coming up. I'm trying to think, if I save up, can I get this next round? But maybe and maybe not. I'm just going to take it from the Tanks. I recently made a video called My New Favorite Card on Ilbon about From the Tanks. So let's do it. If I knew I had an Experimentation coming up next round, I would maybe hold off because I would probably be able to get this, which is obviously extremely good. But given that it's not a guarantee, we'll go with it from the Tanks. And like I said, my new favorite Ilbon card, and then I don't take it on Ilbon, feels bad. All right, so Baron has to immediately go to... No, he doesn't have to immediately go Swordmaster. He can go shipping first because nobody has 8 Solari. And that's exactly what he does. He even has a spare Solari to buy an intrigue card with. Changes his mind? That seemed a great play to me, but maybe he needs that to get the Swordmaster. Okay, he's just going straight Swordmaster. He's worried about someone having secret Solari? Not sure. Maybe that was the only green card he had. So he's giving up shipping to Armand. What do I want to do? There is smuggling, but I kind of don't like using the fold space on smuggling. I'm going to hit wealth here. Ah. This also sets me up, if I do end up with this, then I'm already kind of set up to take advantage of it. I'm thinking about Mentat here. Because I might be able to get 2 Solari from this conflict to pay it back. So I could still theoretically get Swordmaster next round. Yep. I'm gonna do it. We'll hang on to that and target a play to secrets, or maybe even selective breeding if we want to get really wild. But you know, maybe I get into this conflict. We'll see. Like I said, I think I would like to get in there for the 2 Solari, so maybe I don't get to a Bene Gesserit spot here. Now, if Armand doesn't pick up any Solari here, which he easily could, there's smuggling open. I imagine he goes for the smuggling here. Unless he thinks he can win this. Romber, by the way, has 4 strength dreadnoughts because they have heavy lasgun cannons. Pretty dangerous when people could be having personal shields out in the desert. Dylan asks, do you play much Dune offline, and how do you battle burning out? I love Dune, but after a couple of games, I can barely stand to play it for a while. I almost never play Dune off stream. Almost never. I think I've played 1 game that wasn't on stream or recording for a video in the last many months. I did it recently, like last week, I think I did it, and it felt super weird. I was, you know, because for me, like, playing the game means talking about the game, you know, presenting the game, and so it felt super weird not to be doing that. But yeah, burnout is a thing for sure. That's partly why I don't, you know, and why I'm not into the ranked grind, is because I don't want to burn myself out. I want to make sure I continue to, you know, love this game and have fun with it, so that it's still fun for you to watch me play it. Because if I burn myself out and I'm here, you know, okay, well, maybe I can get the Swordmaster, whatever. You know, like, no one wants to watch that. So, for all of our sakes, I don't. I pretty much play when I'm streaming and when I'm recording a video, and that's it. And, you know, like, it's not crazy at all to just want to play one game, you know? It's a, you know, it's a heavy strategic turn-based game that takes at least an hour to play. All right, what do I want to do here? Ooh, there's a shuttle fleet there. But I have no water. If I want to get the Bene Gesserit influence, I have to go to selective breeding. But that cuts me off of the Solari here. Maybe that's okay? I think it's okay. I'm going to do it. And we'll get rid of this dagger. And I'm at 8 persuasion. 8. So, I mean, I do have a couple of Bene Gesserit. I could go for this Reverend Mother and look to just mess people up big time. This is also a spice generator for me. I could blow it up and look for Kwisatz Haderach or Jessica or Tleilaxu Masters. There's a good chance I do blow it up. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, Armand has 8. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Does he accept the good stuff that's here, or does he... Okay, he takes a voice. He still has 6. Ooh, Throne Room Politics is a pretty good pickup. But he takes the Reverend Mother. Oh, and now there's a Tleilaxu Master. 2 cards on Romber, 2 cards on Baron. I might end up with this. There's, I mean, a very high likelihood that I end up with this now. Nobody, I mean, Armand might nuke it, but he doesn't, and they don't have nukes, so I guess it's a Tleilaxu Master for me. Wait a minute now. Never mind. Oh, wait. What? He plays Charisma just to have 2 persuasion instead of none? I guess he really wants the freighter fleet. Okay. Wow. Imagine if I had 10. That is ridiculous. Okay, so my second, not my second, but what am I going to do with my Web of Power influence? Well, I think I take Guild with it and hit up. Problem is, oh, please. Please, Lord. Show me you love me. The thing is, if I actually ship, then I don't get Swordmaster. So I don't know if I care about that, really. Well, I'll do it anyway. But I can't believe they gave me Tleilaxu Master and Shifting Allegiances. Oh my. All right, so it's actually smuggle. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's smuggle up with the ring. That gets me to 8. Then it's Swordmaster. Then it's experimentation somewhere. The guild influence here is like, I know I'm not going to make use of it anytime real soon, but having this shifting allegiances, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to have that play ready when the time comes, because that can be such a devastating thing to do, is play shifting allegiances to interstellar shipping and then jump up 3 somewhere, potentially even 4 with that shuttle fleet being there. I mean, I have no spice, but Swordmaster is going to draw me a card. There's even an outside chance that I would early reveal for the second Tleilaxu Master after that. There's a chance I would do that. It's all persuasion. So after getting the Swordmaster, I will have enough to play that kind of crazy move. Kirk, yeah, I'm considering nuking it. If I don't think I'm going to end up early revealing, I might end up nuking it. Question is one of these guys going to early reveal for it? I don't know. Dylan, any chance we could get a sneak reveal into upcoming content? Any new Dune content coming up? You'd love to see some more Root Clank games. Yeah, well... Okay, Baron hits Mentat, gets an entry card. I can give you a sneak peek. There will be a tournament happening. That announcement will be coming very soon. I'm going to gamble that these guys aren't going to early reveal here. And if somebody does, fine. Hey, MB, good afternoon. Okay, Armand goes for High Council. With his ring, there's nothing to... he could grab this, yeah. Little Chaos. Hello. Indeed, it is time for some Dune. It's kind of an exciting game. Baron got off to a pretty hot start. But I then got real lucky with the Imperium cards being revealed to me. Not even using my nuke yet. Arakeen for Romber. Baron has 3 agents. I don't see a world that he reveals early with 3 agents to his name. Romber grabs detonation devices. Okay, and now we've got big spice techs here. Holtzman engine, shuttle fleet, and flagship in the tech row. No spice, no water. I will not be receiving any of these anytime soon. Now, I am at the 2nd level of the shipping track. So maybe that could be leveraged. I'm not getting involved in this conflict, but you know what I am doing? I'm not going to be taking this, but you know what I am doing? I'm taking the 2nd Tleilaxu Master for myself! It's all for me! I'm not going to nuke this. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to let the rest of it stand. I know Armand, you know, got High Council, so he could have some good persuasion. He has 4. So no, he doesn't really. He does get a good card, though, for that 4. The Throne Room Politics could get him that Bene Gesserit Alliance. I haven't really been going for it. Stitched Horror goes to Armand. It's been sitting there for a while, and now there's the Twisted Mentat, which Ilbon's the man for that card. But, you know, we'll see. Lots of swords here for Romber. Doesn't have a dreadnought in the fight, but has that artillery. So definitely a combat focus. But his garrison is empty at this time. He's going to have priority on Swordmaster because Armand spent Solari on that High Council. Now here's the firm grip from Baron. That was the reason I said Baron got off to a hot start, or at least a big part of it. Greetings from Germany, MB. Yeah, I don't know how to read that. Is that like an S sound in German? Grüße? I don't know. Aus Deutschland. Well, Baron grabs the Freeman Alliance and looks like he's going for this conflict as well. Baron trying to, finish this game off before I can get going too crazily. I have 2 Tleilaxu Masters, Web of Power, Shifting Allegiances. Okay? Not to mention the other stuff, but like that's quite a house of cards. So it's a good start, but we've got to finish it somehow. I've got to get victory points. So Baron does win the conflict. He has 2 alliances already. Up to 6 victory points. Harvest sells at the same time. Nobody has made a ton of progress here. Is Baron going to go... What's he going to go for? He just goes for the Reclaimed Forces, gets himself another intrigue card. Seven spice sitting on the Great Flat. Romber with 4 water. Everyone else with less than 2. Romber could pick up 10 spice this round if you wanted to. 12, I guess, theoretically. Alright, well, I'm short on Solari for, the cool moves that I want to make. I.e. Mentat. I wonder if I'm going to need a Holtzman engine this game. Okay, there's the Solari. I could immediately Mentat. I do have a garrison, but they have to actually get put into the conflict to matter. Yeah. There's a lot of good options for me. Still Suits is tempting as well because I do want to get some water happening so that I can get some spice, so that I can maybe get something like this also, so that I can maybe be hitting Research Station. Mentat taken from me by Baron. He does play the Ambassador to get spice, so he's not going to be getting a victory point out of it. That's at least some consolation. I could smuggle down, take Solari, and maybe get High Council, which is something I might need. And that, you know what, that gets me a bunch of persuasion. I want Siege Tabor as an option for me, so I'm going to unlock Freeman here. I'm going to take the Solari. I'm going to take the trash. Get this dagger out of here. Hey, Eman Risu, yes, smuggling into High Council. That is my plan. Armand already has the High Council, so that's a straight shot there. So that, in terms of persuasion, what does that do? That gets me I go down to 3, then 4, 5, then 6, 7. If I graft the planned coupling, that brings me up to 8. I could get one of these. I would probably play the Shifting Allegiances, Gooser, yes, if I can. I might not be able to. Now, my garrison is getting a little bit awkward here. It's a little bit awkward. Only one troop left in supply. There's the reveal from Armand. He's going to get a Spice Must Flow. This, unfortunately, is a pretty bad buy for me right now because my troops are already pretty much maxed. Unless I want to take specimens back, which I don't. I could take this just for the Dreadnought. I mean, it's not a bad card. It's not thrilling. There is this for Spice Generation, which could be nice. I do need Spice Generation with that. Hey, Jurgen. Thanks for tuning in. What just happened here? Gunthopter, okay. Kind of don't mind getting a troop killed. But that was my chance to play Shifting Allegiances right there. So, that is definitely disappointing, but not altogether surprising. So now I could just go secrets. But Still Suits would let me deploy, which I kind of want to do, even though it would only be worth 1 spice. I kind of like having a water on me as well. It puts a bit of pressure on Baron. Puts a little bit of a pressure on Baron here. He has 1 agent left. Let's see what he does. Dune for the win. Yeah, I could play this to Dreadnought or Tech Negotiation, but I don't have the spice to pay for it. All right, so my 2 research from Tleilaxu Master will be, you know, here and here. So I'm going to get 1 intrigue card. And I could get the Twisted Mentat if I really wanted to, but I'm not sure that's the wisest thing for me to do here. Now with 7, do I think I just take this. I think this is good enough to take. I could blow it up and look for Jessica, but Let's see what the intrigue card is first. Why we have to go through that song and dance of animations and backs and forths, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to take this. And there's the quiz. All 8 costers are there at the same time. Wild. The Twisted Mentat, I am tempted, but I don't think it's the right time for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that Reclaimed Forces. I'm not going to take a Liaison right now. The Machine Culture, you know, we'll see. Oh, I'm getting nothing out of this? That sucks. Maybe I should have thrown in the 2 troops because, like, I've got so many troops anyway. Even though it was, you know, only going to be for 1 spice. I should have. In retrospect, I think I probably should have. Because I could use a spice here. And Baron now has 6, which I don't love. Robert has 12. There's the other Tleilaxu Master. All right, let's see here. Playing Web of Power would get me a water, a card, and 2 Solari, which is pretty good. But revealing it is bonus persuasion. Okay, Shuttle Fleet picked up by Robert. Let's see where he takes his persuasion. 1 with Guild and Bene Gesserit, I'm going to guess? No, Emperor? Okay. That makes more sense. Disposal Facility was the new tech that popped in. Jurgen asks, do I have a favorite hat? This is my favorite hat right here. I've had this hat for like 20 years. And I got it used. So I don't know how old it was when I got it. Well, I mean, I think I have to Mentat again. So sometimes the Tleilaxu Masters can bait me a little bit into like only caring about, and Ilbon as well can bait me into just like, all I care about is Mentat, and I kind of like let the rest of the game just happen as it does. But, you know, I'm going to do it. Can I get this? If I play the experimentation, I can get this 2 spice, which would be really nice to do. And then I could potentially hit selective breeding, although what would I trash here? So Robert, remember, has detonation devices. So if he wins any conflicts with dreadnoughts, he could rocket up quickly. All right, smuggling denied to me now. And Baron, unfortunately, wins the race to that. He picks up the 2 spice I was really hoping to get my hands on. And he gets to 9 spice and goes up towards the Emperor alliance. I want to play this. So I will play it. Grand Conspiracy? I might be able to find a victory point here. 2 dreadnoughts I'm not close to, and I probably won't do that. I mean, there's one available here potentially. 1 spice must flow. I mean, if I have any chance this game, I need to get at least 1 spice must flow, if not more than that. 4 influence on 2 tracks should be doable. The seat on the High Council I already have. Okay, so my research here will be going this way, and I can get rid of this machine culture here. I think that's the way. This is, you know, potentially good, but I don't think I'm going to have the Solari to spare for that. So we're kind of rooting for Armand to win this, I guess, but it's not going to happen. Romber going all in here for the detonation devices victory. Dylan, do you get anything for extra beetles once you're at the end? No, you do not. Kind of like you don't get anything for, you know, Bene Gesserit influence if you're already at the end of the Bene Gesserit track. Gooser, what would I rather have, the Spice Must Flow or the Kwisatz Haderach? It's close, but this sort of helps break the tie in favor of Spice Must Flow. There's also this still here, which could matter. The Imperium row is quite insane. I think I have to graft the plan coupling to this. I could selected breeding and trash like my ring, I suppose. But that doesn't seem particularly reasonable. So I'm going to do this and this. And oh yeah, so I'm actually going to get to here. We'll get that water. And then I guess the reconnaissance is not a terrible draw. Lets me go to Carthag to get another intrigue card. Okay, Armand reveals for 10. Let's see what he decides he wants here. I'm guessing it's going to be a Spice Must Flow, but there's plenty of options available. It is indeed Spice Must Flow. My influence with Web of Power, I've got interesting options. I could try to pressure this, but Baron goes first next. Now, he doesn't have his diplomacy. Does he have anything else that can get him to the Freeman spots? He doesn't have a fold space. What does he have? Baron. That's not going to do it. Shipping isn't set up for him. Oh, the Face Dancer would have, but he's discarding that. Or revealing that, rather. I don't know if he has a card to get here. And I do have a way. So I could pressure that, and the Shifting Allegiances could actually lock it up even if he does. So that's pretty interesting. Another option is, I guess, playing the Web of Power, but let's go for another intrigue card here. To the victor. I wonder if I need to just throw some troops into the garbage here just to free up some spots. It's weird, but I am actually going to do that. All right, so we're going to go here. I'm going to get rid of this machine culture. I don't think it's going to be particularly helpful for me. No. This is why this interface is bad. Like it looks exactly the same as playing it. It should be a different interface here. Trash and tree cart. Okay, goodbye. Cannon turrets. All right. And we'll go here. Yes. And I am going to... I could do it here or I could do it here. But let's do it here. And then for 7, let's blow it up. Oh my god. What the hell is this? What the hell is all of this? Do I take the appropriate also? Potentially? Oh my god. Do I take the other in the shadows? Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. You know what? I'm taking it. I don't know. I'm just taking everything. What? I didn't even need that extra research. Okay, that was a bad... I shouldn't have taken that. I should not have taken this. And I probably should have taken the appropriate, but like, that was just too ridiculous, man. I just couldn't help it. Each opponent retreats a dreadnought. That would be good if Romber only had one. I could stop him from blowing it up. But yeah, this was a waste. I was already at the end of the research track, so I've just clogged my deck up with this for no good reason. But this has to be one of the craziest decks ever. Both in the shadows. Are there 3 Slaylaxu Masters or are there 2? Oh, he gets the defensive bonus here as well. Baron's already at 9 points, but I'm coming for him here. He goes Mentat. Okay. Let's go Hardy Warriors here. Shifting allegiances could do some different things potentially. I'm not set up on the shipping track. There's a bunch of spice here. I do have water, so water could help me get there. The Holtzman engine, probably not. I don't have any spice must flow yet. This grand conspiracy, is that ever going to happen? I've got part of the influence requirement. I could get the second. So that would be 4 influence, seat on the High Council. I would still need a spice must flow or 2 dreadnoughts. That's probably not going to happen. Hey, Adam, thanks for the sub. I think I should probably shift into the Bene Gesserit alliance here. I could drop wherever. Guild, and I can get the guild back if I want to. Okay, here comes Baron Hayliner. So that's bad news. I don't think I'm gonna be winning that one. Am I? I mean, I could shift into the Emperor Alliance and throw in a hell of a lot of troops. That's kind of interesting. You know? That's pretty interesting. Do I want 4 spice for 2 water or 3 spice? 4, 7, 5. I think I'll do it this way. We'll lose this guild influence. We'll take this emperor influence. We'll throw in all of that. It's tight here, for sure. It's very tight. Baron has a few intrigue cards. I have like 1. Selective breeding with the Web of Power could be interesting because that would draw me 3 cards. If I can find the In the Shadows, one of them, that could get me the Bene Gesserit Alliance. And also the Tleilaxu Master will be drawing me cards. So there's a decent chance that I find one of them. Yeah, Vongspawn, I haven't been thinking at all about the fact that Reverend Mother Mohiam is out there. So that's certainly something that I should have been tracking, but I have not been. Now, doing this does, you know, it does worry me a little bit. I'm not getting more troops in there, but really there's no actual way for me to get more troops in there that I can see. So I think this is going to be my play. Even though it leaves this guild point sitting there, but we'll find that. Oh, it won't. I lost the guild influence and I won't draw me the card. Thank you, Diz. That is true. That is true. Any reason to play the master? If I play him, I could get this. Well, I think I'm going to do it anyway. But that is true. I have to trash one of these cards, which is pretty bad, but whatever. Who needs a diplomacy in these days? Oh, another Tleilaxu Master? Okay. This stupid card. I can't believe I did that. But who knows? Maybe that extra specimen will end up being really important. So I'm drawing 4 cards here. Hoping at least one of them is in the shadows. I guess, like, maybe only one of them so that I can get persuasion to get myself a spice must flow at the same time. It's also a little bit dangerous not to lock this up. You know, it's a greed play to do this. It also would put me up to 4. I mean, but if I get it, that's what's happening. But it's going to put me up to 4 intrigue cards. So I would have to. I mean, I can lose the cannon turrets without too much of an issue. It looks like Baron is going to win this conflict, though. Oh. I don't like that. Oh, no! Wait. Okay. Yeah. I thought he was doing this. He thought he was doing this. For research. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Another specimen. You know what? That extra specimen from that card might end up... There's the In the Shadows. What does that do for me? Water Peddler's Unit? Okay, that's good because I can get rid of it if I have to. Okay, there's Spice Must Flow. What else we got? Another experimentation. Okay. Shouldn't I have more specimens than that? Or is that right? I feel like I should have more specimens than that for some reason. Did I not get anything from these ones I just... Something is off there, I feel. Oh my god, Corner of the Market. Oh, my supply is capped. Right. So I'm gonna have to just burn this in the conflict. Unfortunately. The extra specimens showed up after the fact, after I spent them. That's interesting. Corner of the Market. Well, I only have one Spice Must Flow as things stand, so I have to hope that we get another round here, which we may not. No, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I do get 1 point out of this at least. Ugh. Baron? I mean, it was a good game. And we'll see where things end. Wait. Oh no, that's not the one I was hoping for. Oh, he has a war chest? No Solari, though. Wow. Okay. 11, 10, 9, 8. Good game to Baron. Well played. And we missed the queue by 3 minutes. Can you believe it? What a heartbreak. That was a fun game, but yeah, I mean, just needed a little more time. And maybe I could have played things a little differently there. You know, I lost this, but I did hang on to all the alliances, so it's hard to feel too bad about that. I did get 1 point out of the... It'd be nice to see those entry cards a little bit better, but I did get 1 point out of the Grand Conspiracy, but I did not, I did not keep that combat away from Baron. And could I have done something more to keep it away from him? I'm not sure, because he started the round with a ton of spice, so he was ready to hit that Hayliner kind of whenever he wanted to. That was like the most overpowered deck I think it's possible that's maybe the most overpowered deck I've had, just in terms of the number of OP cards in the deck. Not necessarily the entire deck as a whole, but... Not one, but 2 Tleilaxu Masters. Not one, but 2 In the Shadows. Web of Power. And Shifting Allegiances. Like right there, that's in like probably the top 10, most powerful cards in the game, I would think. And then Keys to Power Plant coupling, no slouches either. But, I definitely shouldn't have picked that up. I'm not sure that it hurt me. But, I mean, really, I would have needed to have won that conflict, I guess. You know, Baron ended up having some like secret victory points there. I mean, the Guild Ambassador is not so secret, I guess, but did he also cash in something? Did he have some other... he had a war chest he couldn't get. Yeah, I mean, look, Baron didn't do so bad either. Got Firm Grip and Guild Ambassador, which certainly doesn't compare, you know, if you just look at the things. But he did get that Firm Grip earlier than I was able to get my stuff. But I'm sure there was a way I could have played that to win with all that stuff. At least I think so. I don't know what it would have been. Let me know if you think there was a critical maneuver there. You know, one thing is I didn't really get much spice this game. My use of the shipping track was perhaps not the best. But anyway, look, you can't win them all. And that was a fun one. I can't believe that deck, man.